Good morning from the forge. Another beautiful North Carolina morning here in July. It's hot now. It's going to get hotter after a while. Later on, it's going to be stupid hot. I've got a lot of work to do today. I live out in the middle of the woods, so I don't have a trash pickup service. I've got to take the trash off. I think I saw a full-grown African giraffe running around in my front yard because the grass is so high in some spots. It's been so dry here for the past few weeks, I've been afraid to mow it. Got to get that done today. So I've got to catch up on some homework before I do some leather work and try to get some more orders out. But before I do that, while it's still cool, we're going to do a little experiment. I'm going to try to make a knife with this. Now this is just regular old plain mild steel. But Robert, you say, you're an idiot. You can't make a knife out of plain mild steel because there's not enough carbon in it. That's true. I've said in my videos before that mild steel has probably 18 points of carbon in it. You need at least 50 points-ish to make a decent blade. So what we're going to attempt to do, I've never done this before, it may fail miserably, but what we're going to attempt to do is what was done in ages past, centuries ago, when mild steel, or when high carbon steel rather, was at a premium. And what we're going to attempt to do is take this piece of mild steel, 1/4 by 3/4, and forge weld a high carbon steel bit to it. This is going to be the cutting edge, and I'll probably forge out a tang, maybe fit an antler handle to this. We'll have to see if it works. This may fail miserably. First thing we're going to do is, I've got this edge cleaned, I've got the edges of my steel cleaned so it'll fit together right. We're going to tack weld this up, go to the forge, get it hot. Either it'll work or it won't. Either way, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. Leave us a comment in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Share the video around. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I hate to beg about it, but we're trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can maybe get a little bit monetized. Maybe make $1 or $2 and help get some better video equipment or some other things for the forge. Anyway, thanks for watching. If this works out right, or if it works out wrong, I'll see you in a bit. Let's get it hot and hit some steel. All right, we've got our steel tack welded up here. It's our high carbon hanging off the end. And my intention is to get that hot and bend it over and then forge weld around the tip. Now, I've never done this before, never seen it done before. I've only seen it, I've seen the high carbon bit welded on the wrought iron or on the mild steel, but only on the flat. I've never seen anybody try to do a tip like that. I'm gonna give it a try. Got it good and hot. We're gonna put some borax on it for flux. The borax will melt in the forge and make a coating, seal the oxygen out. Then we bring it up to a forging temperature. Now that steel is almost at the melting point. And we start out with just light taps of the hammer to set the weld, reflux it, and go back in. Another welding pass. And I'm starting to realize here that I screwed up. I should have made a block or something to go into the hardy hole of my anvil to work that tip against, because this is just not working out well at all. The flat is welding fine, but that rounded over tip is giving me a problem. Yep, the flat's welded solid, but that tip is not. Just gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, that weld's not setting. Nope. That's okay. I've got a cure for that. We'll just cut off the part on the tip that didn't forge weld, and we'll just forge the tip in. That's what I should have done to start with. Oh well, live and learn. And I'm just going to set the weld again just to make absolutely sure. Yeah, that's welded up good and solid. And now we'll just start working it out and working the tip back over. Not ordinarily the way I shape a blade, but in this case it's going to work just fine. Now, this steel started out a 1/4 inch thick, so it's pretty thick stuff. I'm losing some material due to scale, but I'm not worried about it. So now we're going to knock a little reverse curve into the blade so I can forge it out, forge the bevels in. Get everything straight and even. And this steel is, I'm working hotter than I normally do, but I want to make sure that I don't put too much stress on that weld, so we're going to keep everything nice and hot. Just going to work the bevels in, keep the blade straight. And since this steel is a little thicker and has a little extra meat, I don't have to worry when I go to shape the blade spine down on the anvil. I don't have the bevels forged flat enough for that to bother anything, so feel free to do that. There we go, just even things up. Work those bevels some more. Yeah, this piece is going to turn out pretty nice. I'm actually kind of glad that I made the mistake earlier because I'm liking this profile better than the other. Yeah, just light taps, even everything back up. It's looking really good. Need to work that heel just a little bit more, just to get everything evened up. And here we go. So it's been rough ground. Just brought it up to 60 grit, getting ready to heat treat it. And my intention is to actually cut the mild steel off there and draw out a tang to fit into the knife handle to make a stick tang. All right, I took the blade, hammered in the tang, was normalized at 3 cycles, which is very important to normalize something like this because the two steels cool at different rates, or could potentially cool at different rates, which would cause the forged weld to break loose. So I was really careful on my normalization in order to keep the stresses to the steel in the minimum. Went ahead and hardened it, cleaned the blade up, did a test etch, and here it is. Now mind you, this steel needs to be tempered and then we'll have to clean it up again. But you can plainly see the line where the mild steel meets the high carbon. Now, I think that turned out really well. I'm actually glad that the original tip I had planned didn't work because I just don't think it would have looked that good. But I really like that, really pleased with it. Probably 3.5 inches long. It's gonna get some kind of handle. Don't know if I'll put walnut on there or put a little piece of antler on. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And sometimes we find success in spite of failure. Thanks for watching and God bless.